We thought we were indestructible. The Lords of Iron. We swore we would do anything to protect the last city. Some of us paid the ultimate price. I am all that remains. Stand with me, Guardian. It is time to avenge my brothers and sisters. Prove yourself worthy, and the Iron Lords will rise again. In the years after the collapse, the world had no Guardians. It had only Iron Lords. Immortal, fearless, we fought to protect the survivors of a once great age. Our battle was about more than crawling back from the shadows. The Iron Lords would give humanity back its future. Some know the legend, but no one truly knows how the Iron Lords died their final deaths. That was something you had to be there for, to witness, to remember, to know even heroes can die, and survival is not always a victory. Now I am the lone sentry, and my watch is eternal, waiting for the day when whatever we disturbed awakens. The Iron Lords are gone, but our fight is far from over.
The House of Devils is back, and they're digging into old Golden Age research labs all across the system. This isn't a simple smash and grab. They're on a mission. At first, the Vanguard wasn't particularly concerned. At least, not until the Devils decided to move back into the Cosmodrome. Now the Devils are shifting a massive amount of resources to an area nearby that's been dark for centuries. Normally, I'd say it's just another day. Except, what's really got everyone talking is that Lord Saladin has left his post at the Iron Banner to take charge of the situation personally. Only rather than go straight to the Cosmodrome, Saladin wants us to investigate an abandoned observatory in the mountains. Very strange.
A group of Fallen has captured Fellwinter Peak. My team and I are en route. but we won't get there in time. I need you to secure the observatory at the top. It is imperative the Fallen do not establish a foothold on that mountain. If the Fallen are working their way up the mountain, their goal is to take Vostok Observatory.
What would the Fallen want in an abandoned outpost?
Things better left buried. There is a gondola near your location. Take it up to the observatory.
Whoa, this hasn't been activated for more than 400 years. With this sort of reception, it might be a touch ambitious to think we can secure the entire observatory.
There's a courtyard in the rear of the facility. If you can secure that, you should be able to keep them from the Iron Temple until we arrive.
Wait, Iron Temple? Like Iron Banner? Iron Lords?
Stay focused. There's too much at stake.
Watch out! I don't think I like this little metal fox anymore. We can't take another hit like that. Jump! I don't understand. If there's something so important up there, why wasn't the Vanguard protecting the temple all these years?
This place and its secrets are my responsibility.
You know, this is more than a few Fallen. Just for the record.
We cannot afford even one to claim what lies on that mountain.
Servitor! Sepiks Prime. It's supposed to be dead. And there's something odd in the energy signature. It's not fallen, but it's regenerating.
Did you say it's regenerating? Kill Sepiks Guardian. Kill it now! If that's what I think it is, the temple doors will not be strong enough to hold it back. You must destroy it before that happens. Do not let Sepiks enter that temple. Detecting reinforcements approaching your coordinates. You must hold the mountain, Guardian.
All this trouble to break into an old temple?
Even old wolves still bite. Shiro, what's your status?
Circling around to make sure the area is clear. Be there in a sec.
Well done, Guardian. The temple is secure. Now we can... Shiro, get a lock on it.
I just picked up... Wait. Multiple impacts near the wall in Sector 17.
They're attacking the sensor grid. They must know where Siva is. Guardian, go to the Cosmodrome immediately. If Sepiks escapes, the Fallen won't be our only problem.
Lord Saladin, you said the Fallen knew about Siva, but I can't find a reference to Siva in the Vanguard database.
That's because I went to great lengths to lock it away. The records are in the Iron Temple.
Okay, but if the Fallen already know about Siva, then shouldn't we?
What you need to do now is track Sepiks. If we find him, we will know the extent of the corruption.
Okay, I don't know which scares me more. The giant catch or whatever took a bite out of the wall.
Guardian, it's Shiro. You're gonna need some cover. Make for the Cosmodrome.
We need to get through that wall.
With most of the Kells gone, getting a force this large to work together is almost impossible. Saladin, you mentioned a sensor grid. Can we use that to tell how far this occupation extends?
The Fallen are irrelevant, Shiro. The only thing that matters now is finding Sepiks.
What is that pattern over there? Can we take a closer look? I'm picking up some strange readings. It's like what was on Sepiks, but if I didn't know any better, I'd say this stuff is consuming everything around it.
That is Siva. With the proper direction, it could create anything a civilization would need. At least in theory.
Hive?
The Hive tend to keep to the dark. Something is driving them into the open.
I just lost all readings from the sensor grid. There's a monitoring station near your location. Hook into it and try to get the grid back online.
No problem. There's not enough left of the sensor grid to fix. Wait. We can pull the logs from the monitoring station. Would that be enough to figure out what these Fallen are up to?
Do it.
Something weird incoming. These Fallen are different. They're augmented with some sort of technology, like Sepiks.
Augmented or not, we need that sensor data.
On the bright side, these Fallen aren't coming back to life like Sepiks. At least, not yet. Got everything I could out of the sensor logs.
Nice job, Guardian. But we still have to deal with Sepiks.
We no longer need the servitor, Shiro. I've seen enough to know the Fallen have restarted production of Siva. Guardian, we've established a base at the Iron Temple. Join us here. Long ago, the flames on this mountaintop stood as a symbol to humankind that the Iron Lords would protect them. If the need has arisen again, I think you should be the one to relight those fires.
We haven't met yet. I'm Tyra Karn. I was once the archivist in service of the Iron Lords. Saladin called me back because he believes my knowledge of what happened here could be of use. That scout the Vanguard sent? Shiro? He asked me to look at those logs you brought back. Apparently, I'm the only one old enough to make sense of them. In any case, I passed along what I could gather. And now he's asking to see you.
Hey, we spoke on the radio. I'm Shiro 4. I run scouting missions for Cade and the Vanguard. Those logs you pulled showed a major Fallen occupation out in what Saladin's calling the Plaguelands. I've had the tower scramble reinforcements, but we're going to need someone to guide them in. Don't suppose you know anyone who'd be interested.
The Iron Lords believed we could contain Siva by destroying the chamber where it was produced. These Fallen must have restarted the process. We need to get back into the chamber and cut off the flow of Siva at the source.
I think we need to focus on what we know. The Fallen have occupied a military bunker in the Plaguelands. We won't get any reinforcements in that area until the Fallen's artillery is taken out.
The Fallen are a symptom. Siva is the disease.
All right. Vanguard reinforcements are standing by. But until those guns are down, they can't leave the hangar. I need you to shut them down.
Understood.
Guardian, there's a dead Vandal near you. Can you give me a scan?
He's fallen, basically, but armor is enhanced. Weapons have been modified. Cybernetic enhancements.
Most fallen houses have a sect dedicated to this sort of thing. They're called splicers. They're like body hackers, bioengineers.
It is worse than I feared. The splicers are not only using SIVA to transform this place, they are using its technology to transform themselves.
The Fallen have done some remodeling.
They're taking the metal for something big. Hope they're not using it to toughen up those gun emplacements. I've never seen the Fallen do anything on this scale before. I'm calling for more reinforcements.
You said yourself reinforcements will be useless until the guns are down. Besides, they will not be prepared for what they'll find.
I thought SIVA was technology, but this... it's like something alive, growing, out of control.
These devil splicers are using SIVA, but they cannot control it. They are like children with a new toy.
I don't know of any toys that eat Russian industrial complexes.
Those guns were destroyed during the collapse. How did the Fallen...
It's not the Fallen.
Maybe it's not, but the Fallen are the ones pulling the triggers out here. The Vanguard wants them taken down, we take them down.
It's getting worse the farther we get in. I wonder if we can even reach the SIVA chamber. Detecting a high concentration of SIVA shielding the gun emplacements.
Even SIVA-enhanced shields would require an energy source. But be careful. There's something familiar about all this.
Right. Destroy the familiar generators and then take down Shiro's zombie guns. Shield power levels are dropping. That's it. Shield is collapsing. You should be clear.
Guns are upstairs. Take them out. If I didn't know better, I'd say the splicers were creating a beachhead. Something of this scale could be used against the city.
So, those destroyed guns? SIVA undestroyed them.
Undestroyed?
Look for a central SIVA node inside those emplacements. Destroy that, and it will break the Fallen's hold on the gun.
Get ready. Fallen are sending in reinforcements.
Keep it going! Air support is standing by, but they can't do much while those guns are still up. Great job. Hawks are inbound. Just hold the area until they get there.
Shiro, I'm pretty sure that air support isn't going to get here in time. It's working.
Saladin.
It's directing the corruption to resurrect the guns. Centuries passed and I have learned nothing. Shiro, can your forces secure that area?
We'll do our best.
Try. I need the Guardian to return to the temple. If we are to avoid the mistakes which led us here, he and I must speak about the fall of the Iron Lords. This may not make sense to you, but it took your fight to remind me that immortality is not the same as invincibility.
I don't understand.
When the ghosts first found us, those who were chosen were blessed with power, but not wisdom. The Iron Lords came together in search of a solution to mankind's struggles. Instead, we found Siva. We dreamt of using Siva to build starships, colonies. We would become what the Traveler always believed we could be.
But something happened.
Siva had been lost to time. When Temur tracked it to the Cosmodrome, we thought our quest was finally over. Siva would be ours for the taking. Rasputin responded. More than 100 Iron Lords entered the Plaguelands. Only 9 reached the replication chamber. But since we were chosen by the Traveler and our cause was just, we were certain the day would be ours. Until Siva took control. It infected our weapons, our armor. The corruption puppeted us against one another. In the end, Yolder sealed the chamber with the Iron Lords inside, rather than let Siva escape. The battle was won. Heroes died. And our mistakes stayed here.
But Rasputin survived.
This is not Rasputin. But neither is it something I know how to fight. They are using Siva in ways we never even imagined.
How would the Fallen have learned more about Siva than the Iron Lords? Or better yet, where did they learn?
They haven't mastered Siva yet. This is all still new to them. See Tyra. She studied Siva's origins. If there's a way to track the Fallen's discoveries, she will know where to look.
There's really only one place the Fallen could have gained control of Siva. The labs at Clovis Bray. That's where the technology was developed, and honestly, I don't know that they're smart enough to have looked anywhere else. Temur was on the trail of Clovis Bray, but his sources were tragically incomplete. In searching for more information on Siva, I discovered some recent unexplained phenomena originating near Clovis Bray.
That's deep in Cabal territory. I find it unlikely the Fallen would have had time to experiment in those labs undisturbed.
True, but there are records of Siva prototypes that were never recovered. They could be the missing link.
Lord Temur spoke of Siva prototypes too. Very well, old friend. Let's follow this path.
You should be in the vicinity any time now. I can guide you to the biolabs, though it may take some investigation to locate the Siva prototypes once you're there.
I have faith in our young wolf there. He will find our way forward. I'm certain of it.
Did you just call one of us a young wolf? Because it's probably less endearing if he meant me. I'm not seeing any flashing lights advertising Siva research. Maybe there's a console that can help us narrow things down. Okay, what do we have here? Huh. Who knew finding dangerous Golden Age archives would be so easy? There's an intact data store just below us.
Unfortunately, my intel says you're going to need to make your way underground.
Falling great distances is actually our specialty. Elevator shaft, anyone? Nothing says we're in the right place, like Dead Fallen. There, that's the Bray Research Archive. Now to rummage through its files. Interesting. There were multiple prototypes, each programmed to serve a different function. One that built constructs, viral armor enhancements, that's neat. And we have a winner, cybernetic diagnostics. Exactly what the Fallen would need to... Oh, maybe later. We've got company.
The young wolf strikes again. Tyra, the prototype archives, will they be enough to identify a weakness in the Fallen's hold on Siva?
I have to remind you, of all people, that I'm a scholar, not a scientist. Don't worry, old friend. Between myself and Shiro, we won't leave a single stone unturned. You'll have your defense.
I keep thinking about the Iron Lord's final descent into the Siva replication complex. We were so young, so confident in our victory. And yet we lost everything. Shiro's analyzed the Clovis Bray data. He found a way to temporarily disrupt the Splicer's control over Siva. One way or another, my long vigil is almost at its end. And I have you to thank. Let's finish it.
When the Splicers started fusing Siva into their systems, they created a massive network to control the nanotech. So, just like they took down our sensor grid, we're going to take down theirs. That should neutralize Siva long enough for you to enter the replication complex.
This is where my fellow Iron Lords sacrificed their lives. You must stop the flow of Siva now and forever, no matter the cost.
There are a lot of splicers between you and that replication chamber, Guardian. Stay alert. The splicers have built a fortress to protect the entrance to the complex. Short-sightedly, they decided to use the reactor in an old oil tanker as a power source. That's going to be our ticket.
Picking up a strong energy signature nearby.
That'll be the reactor. Swapping the fusion cell should knock out the network for a few minutes. Defenses, replication, everything.
Okay, pull the fusion cell and switch it with its counterpart. Okay, tinkering with an unstable Golden Age reactor infested with Siva. Child's play. Wow, that was fast.
Maybe, but it won't last.
Move, Guardian. The Siva replication complex awaits. The Iron Lord's original plan was to destroy the replicator in the Siva chamber. Yolda's explosion apparently only damaged it. So when you reach the chamber, you will need to finish what she began.
That won't stop the Fallen from using the Siva they already have.
There's more than one battle in a war.
What was that?
Saladin said the Fallen couldn't control Siva. I'm guessing that disrupting their hold on it is having some adverse effects.
I wouldn't celebrate too quickly. Only a few of us reached the replication complex. The worst of Rasputin's defenses had already blanketed this entire area. Frames, constructs, some things I haven't seen before or since. They felt no pain, no fear.
All we've seen so far is Fallen.
Last time his presence was almost physical. I think he was trying to communicate, but we did not understand.
How can you be so certain Rasputin won't get involved once we're inside?
The Vanguard still believe Rasputin to be simply a war mind. He hasn't been that for a very long time.
So when we stop the production of SIVA, because it'll be that easy, what about who's controlling it?
I have some leads on that. Fallen chatter about some crazy splicer priest who wants to play God. I'm kind of with Saladin now, though. Zealots can take a back seat until the heavy lifting is done.
The replication chamber is beneath you. Look for a way down.
Why aren't there ever stairs?
You are close to Siva's dark heart, young wolf. Be on your guard. I did what I could to protect their resting place, but I knew what would happen if someone found it. We were touched by the light. I didn't even know someone with the Traveler's Gift could die. Until they did. Find the replicator and deactivate it. Only that will stop the flow of SIVA once and for all.
Those things on the ceiling. I'm detecting DNA. They're human.
Human? That's not possible.
Entering self-destruct. What's happening?
No, it can't be.
It's using the Iron Lord's armor.
Young wolf, finish this.
We need to go. We need to go very fast.
Well done, my young wolf. SIVA is gone, and the Iron Lords are at peace. Return to the Iron Temple. You have earned your reward.
The SIVA replicator is destroyed. We found this near it.
Thank you. She would be honored. My brothers and sisters, I will see you again. Someday. You've given them back to me. Approach. There was a time that only Iron Lords carried these blades. There are many like this in our armory, but this one is new. It is yours, young wolf. You are the first of a new generation. Take your place as an Iron Lord.
The House of Devils marked you as public enemy #1 after you trashed their prime servitor, but your old friend Sepiks Prime is back. And apparently better than ever, thanks to the Devil Splicers and Siva. Zavala's not too happy about the idea of the Splicers playing Godmaker, and I can't blame him.
So what you're saying is it's time we return to the scene of the crime. I'm sure the Fallen will be happy to see us.
The new and improved Sepiks is holed up in the Devil's Lair. You know what to do.
The Hive are still holding ground in the refinery, but I'm also tracking multiple Siva energy signatures. Well, that's new. The splicers have a laser grid blocking the way. I should be able to disable it. In the meantime, do not touch the lasers, and watch my back. Halfway through, but we've got major Hive reinforcements inbound. Good luck. Got it. Grid's clear. Let's get out of here.
Guardian, I've got reports of Hive activity near the Devil's Lair. You seeing anything?
Yeah. We've definitely got Hive. And apparently they hold a grudge because they're mad. And I think they're letting the Fallen know it. Why would the Splicers rebuild Sepiks? They already have Siva.
I can make a guess. Maybe an offer to the other Devils. A show of power? You know, in Siva we trust, and in Siva all things are possible. Get in there, and show them that their god is nothing but metal and tech.
Sepiks Perfected, in all his glory.
Sepiks was the Splicer's next big play. Present a god for all to worship. Then control the flow of ether to control the house.
I guess they didn't factor us into the plan.
Any wrench we can throw in their works is a good thing. And Guardian, you make one hell of a wrench.
Show me what you got. You do it better.
Interesting. This crest is from one of the lost Iron Lords, and it's radiating light energy. Faint, but enough to disrupt the patrol network. Saladin will be happy to see this.
And the Guardians. Well met, Guardian. What do you have? Do you know what this is? The Iron Lords once wore these wolf medallions into battle. This is a sign. Wolves also adorned the storied Gjallarhorn missile launchers. These were weapons of great power, worthy of an Iron Lord. It is time you forged one of your own. Speak to Tyra Karn, and she will set you on your path.
It is time we let the past guide our future. Lord Saladin has asked me to help you forge a mighty weapon. A powerful new Gjallarhorn for the next generation of Iron Lords. The Gjallarhorn is a weapon steeped in tradition. To do it justice, seek a challenge at the site of the Iron Lord's last battle. Find more of the medallions worn by the Iron Lords. Every medallion represents an Iron Lord that fell in battle. You will bear wolf heads on your weapon as a testament to their sacrifice. A sign that the will of the Iron Lords may falter, but it will never break. I must ask you to again step through the past. Travel to the tower along the wall known as Bannerfall. The tower, now called Bannerfall, is a standing monument, a relic of the city's more violent past. It was also home to the workshop Crux used to develop a weapon worthy of the Iron Lords.
Let's just hope some of his notes and prototype parts are still intact. The Crucible tends to be a little rough on the decor. We're here, Tyra. Any idea where we should start?
I've asked that full power be restored to the tower while you are there. You should be able to access Bannerfall's core database.
Got it. We'll let you know what we find. The tower database has everything pretty clearly marked. I have locations for Faisal's workshop and the archives. Let's check the archives first. Tyra, how many towers like this are left?
At the city's height, the Titans held the wall from 8 towers along its length. Most have been destroyed.
This is the right area. Let's see what we can find. These are combat logs from New Monarchy's final assault on the Concordat. Still hard to believe a faction right here in the city would try to rise against the Speaker. This is some pretty incendiary propaganda from New Monarchy, denouncing Lysander and the Concordat. Glad I wasn't around in the city for this. Aha, here we go. Faisal Crux's personal blueprint store. Gjallarhorn blueprints front and center. Let's head to his workshop next. These look like components for their royalty line of launchers. Baron, Viceroy, Charlemagne. This is a bunch of development materials from Lomar's work. I think some of these designs became the Truth Launcher. This is it. These components match the notations on the Gjallarhorn blueprints. We've got what we need. Bannerfall's early warning defenses are feeding me data. The Fallen are here.
I have sent word to the city's defenders. You will have aid soon, Guardian. But it may take some time to get there.
We can't let them take part of the wall. The turrets. If we can activate the automated defenses, we can hold the Fallen until the Hawks get here. That's all we can do. I'm reading Fallen all around us.
Fascinating.
Be fascinated later. Kind of busy. I'm reading 2 massive explosive devices just transmatted in. Fallen must be trying to breach the wall. Let me at that thing. I've got this. Just keep them off me. I'm trying to defuse a bomb here, but the explosions are not helping. That's one down. Let's find the second before we have to explain to Zavala what happened to his wall. You know the drill. We can do this. That's it. We've got it. We don't got it. I just registered a massive transmat. A Fallen captain. And he's coming for us. Okay. Now I think we've got it.
History will look well upon your actions here today, Guardian. Return to the Iron Temple. I'm eager to look at what you found. It was a challenge worthy of such a historic weapon, and a great opportunity for study. Lord Saladin has given me leave to improve upon Crux's original design, for we have access to something he did not. Siva. You may have already found some caches scattered about the Cosmodrome. We will need a considerable number for what I have in mind. Go, and return when you have what we need.
Lord Guardian, Tyra has kept me apprised of your progress. You have stood worthy of the title these last few days. You have but one piece left to complete your weapon. The final piece required to complete the Gallahorn sits amid crates and supplies, not in a storehouse or in the city, but on a battleground. Return to the Cosmodrome and finish what you have started. Guardian, you should know. The Fallen were not at Bannerfall by chance. They are readying an attack force to move on the city.
You're telling us this now?
Have faith. The Gallahorn was created to deal with threats just like this. Arm yourself and see this done.
I have Saladin's notes on where the last components could be. I'm going to need some time to integrate these last pieces. And, you know, not getting shot would be nice too.
Use your surroundings, young wolf. Make them come to you. You are an Iron Lord. Your light is a dragon. You will not fall.
Whatever you do, don't let them in here. Barely enough elbow room in here for me. Did you even know there was this many fallen on Earth? I'm done. Come grab this thing.
The power of the Iron Lords now rests in your hands, Guardian. Use it. Clear the gap. And remind the Fallen what happened to their numbers so long ago. Lord Guardian. A fitting title if ever there was one. You are now truly an Iron Lord.
Aw, he's such a nice guy underneath all the armor.
Find me again at the Iron Temple, young wolf. I will look upon your new weapon and deliver my congratulations in person. You stood against the Fallen as an Iron Lord. You have followed in the footsteps of history, and once again secured the future of the city. I can think of no one more deserving to carry the weapon you now bear. Use it well, and remember the sacrifices that you and others have made to create it.
Something's got the Hive more riled than usual down in the Plaguelands, and we can't afford another front in this fight. The Fallen Splicers are trouble enough. So, get down there, Guardian. If the Splicers are stirring up the Hive, we need to know how and why. And you need to put a stop to it.
The Hive are hitting the Splicers near the beach tanker. Head that way and find out why they're at each other's throats.
It's possible we're walking into a territorial dispute, but something's telling me there's more to it than that.
Agreed. The Hive can be defensive, but what I'm tracking seems like a full-on assault. The chatter's aggressive, angry. This isn't just a show of force. The Hive are after something.
I was expecting hostilities, but this is... they're at war.
take out as many as you want. But my advice? Find the splicer leading this fight. Put him down.
There, a splicer captain, up high, near the overpass. What's that? The captain dropped something. It's a coded relay from the splicer's high priest. There's references to the hive here. The splicer's high priest is either keeping something from the hive or has taken something from them.
Search the overpass. See what else you can find.
Whatever the splicers have locked up here, the hive are hungry for it. Let's crack open some crates. See what their high priest is hiding. No luck, but we should keep looking. No luck, but we should keep looking. Nothing. Let's keep moving. Something's wrong here. This isn't good. The Splicer's High Priest is... He's corralling Thrall, collecting them.
No wonder the Hive are on the warpath. Any chance this isn't related to the Splicer's experiments with Siva?
Slim to none. There were heavy SIVA readings all over the hive they had created, along with an odd heat signature. I don't think the Splicers are simply displacing the Thrall.
The Splicer's role within a fallen house is equivalent to a mad scientist.
Or Warlock.
Sure. Just didn't want to be the one who said it. Point is, they're the Fallen's big brains. We've seen what they can do with limited knowledge of Siva. They've basically force-fed their own evolution. So...
What if they're attempting the same with the hive?
They could control them. Or worse.
There are SIVA readings pinging all over this region. I'll try to match them against the specific heat signature we found. There. This is definitely the place. We need a closer look at what's in that cave. This is worst-case scenario. The Splicers aren't in a territorial war with the Hive. They're experimenting on them.
And if the Splicer's High Priest is going to these lengths, he's either gone crazy with power, or he's taking orders from someone who has.
Like an Archon?
Or a Prime. Either's bad news. But for now, we've got a clear-cut problem. We need to find this High Priest and put an end to his atrocities.
The servants of the Hive still live. Good luck.
The Splicer's High Priest has crews pushing further underground in the Plaguelands. Looks like a large-scale mobilization against a hive nest.
An army of Hive controlled by the Splicers would be the end of old Russia.
Could be the end of everything. The Devils are evolving. Neutralize them before this goes any further, Guardian.
There's a series of old missile silos near the bunker. I've got reports of Hive near that location.
Sounds like the place to be.
From my glimmer, yeah. And remember, target anything that moves. Every kill gets us one less splicer or hive to be warped by Siva.
Noted. I'm picking up several concentrated Siva nodes ahead.
The splicers are using Siva to augment the silo's old defense protocols. They've got the inner doors sealed tight. If you want to get inside, you'll need to find and destroy those Siva nodes.
I've pinpointed another Siva node. This door won't budge until we destroy any nearby Siva nodes. Picking up one more node. Let's go get it. That's the last node. Security protocols are clear and hackable.
Push forward, Guardian.
The splicers have fortified the entrance. We've got heavy resistance.
They must have driven the hive deeper into the silos. Fight through it.
I'm pinging new Siva energy spikes below us. Multiple nodes, all powering another barrier. But I can't nail down their locations. The readings are too sporadic.
You know what to do, Guardian. Find those nodes, unload on them, and keep moving.
It's hard to get a clean reading down here. Keep moving. The closer we get to each node, the easier they are to match. Looks like the splicers have taken this hatchery. The hive bioorganic architecture is still intact, but there are microbursts of Siva activity all around us.
Used to be the Fallen would attack for resources, for survival, revenge. To invade a hive nest like this, Siva's changed them.
All right, still getting strong Siva readings. There must be another node. That did it. No idea what those nodes were protecting, but the barrier's down.
You're all that stands between the Splicer's High Priest and whatever mad science he's cooking up down there. End this.
This doesn't look good.
Did you find the High Priest?
Not exactly. Let's get a closer look at that thing. That ogre is... Well, that's disgusting.
A lot more where that came from if the High Priest isn't removed from the field.
What a mess. The High Priest wasn't looking to build a hive slave army. He was just removing their body parts to be joined with Siva.
Bioengineering's become the Splicer's main MO. We're lucky to have dropped their High Priest before he could perfect any of this madness, but it's gotta make you wonder. What other perversions are they planning?
I'm tracking reports of fallen splicers spotted in and around the Hellmouth. Intel suggests they're hunting ogres. Get down there. Make sure they don't snatch up any more fodder for their twisted experiments.
No time for sightseeing, you two. Hit the summoning pits before the devil splicers can grab any more abominations for their priests to play around with.
By play around, you mean torture, vivisect, and disembowel?
Well, yeah. But when you put it that way, I almost feel bad for the Hive.
So why the hive? Seems like a dangerous fight to pick.
The Splicers are plain God. They view Siva as a means to reshape life how they see fit. The Hive are just victims of the Splicers' willingness to push their curiosity.
You have to admire the Hive's tenacity. They close this gate every time. Every single time. We've got Hive closing in. The lock's fighting me, like everything else the Hive made. Hold on. The pattern here is chaotic, but I think I figured it out. Just one more rune to crack. Rune's clear. We're through. Have I told you I hate ogres lately? Because I do. I really, really do. We're going to have to find another way.
I don't care if you have to hitch a ride on a tomb ship, Guardian. I need you in those summoning pits.
Okay, we're doing this. We're really doing this? Jump! Before it's too late. I'm detecting heavy splicer signatures. They're already here.
Get in there, Guardian. Put the splicers down and end whatever monstrosity the Hive are conjuring. There's one less abomination we have to worry about. Good work.
No statue for me, I see.
The statues are for the dead. And I always hoped you were not among them.
Apparently, the disgraced machine priest, Axis, has proclaimed himself the Devil's newest archon. He believes Siva is the path towards godhood. And he might be right. Find the Splicer's den, Guardian. Kill Axis.
now.
To the Archon Prime's ascension may have just saved the city, if not the entire system. Your bravery cannot be overstated. And your light, Guardian? Your light is beyond compare. What have you got there, Guardian? Well, this is unique. If we want to get a better understanding of its potential, we're going to need to test its limits. How's our engine looking? I'm still wrapping my head around Siva, but I think we can use this thing to learn more, while experimenting with its potential. You're back. Good. You find what we need? We've got something special here, Guardian. Deadly, yeah, but special. I need more Siva to nail down a few tweaks. Hit the major splicer threats in the Plaguelands, and bring me what I need. Did you learn anything new about Siva while exploring the Archon Prime's lair? All right, Guardian. This is my first attempt at mixing Siva with my own brand of gunsmithing. You probably won't die, but something will. Look at that. A Khvostov. Your first rifle, right? Got you out of a scrap back in the day. And with a manual. I have an idea. Head back out to the Cosmodrome. I'll pass your ghost locations where you might find some weapon parts. And the Fallen could have those missing manual pages. We have a real treasure hunter. This thing is going to be a force to be reckoned with. 7G series design, plus my own personal genius. That said, I don't have the facilities here to manufacture a firing pin. Your best bet is to search the old military facilities in the Cosmodrome. Once you find it, just fit the pin and you're good to go.
To finish the Khvostov, we'll need a Golden Age firing pin. Shiro gave me a few ideas of where we could start looking. I laughed when I scanned the coordinates. They're awfully familiar. It seems like yesterday we were racing the Fallen to get to that rusted old ship. Now we just need one little piece of metal. I'm detecting traces of fuel leakage from an Arcadia jump ship. Faded ether emissions from a fallen Archon. But there's no pin here. Let's get out into the open. I really did spend a long time searching for you. I'll always remember our first day through here. Here we go. There's a fallen captain nearby and he's got a pin on it. Bet he just threw it in with a bunch of other scrap. Doesn't even know what he's got. That captain's using a powerful strain of Siva. He'll be hard to take down. Keep after him. How do they... Fine, hold on. Okay, I've reacquired his signal. He's leaking Siva mites. Must have been pretty deep in the Plaguelands. At least it means we can track him. He's definitely leaking mites. Let's follow the trail. I remember this room. Huh. And he's right around here. Be careful. There he is. And the servitors have him shielded. Don't let him get away. Patching in the Iron Temple now. Shiro, we've hit the firing pin and the weapon looks exceptional under my scans. Great work.
That's good to hear. You've got a chance to use it, too. A group of Fallen are mustering from the catch out on the highway.
We're on it. Let's go introduce them to an old friend. I count myself lucky I decided to swing back through Russia when I did. If I'd gone south instead of north, it could have been years before we met. We did it, though. We got that ship flying, and I got you back to the city. And now look at everything we've done together. Hey, take a look at that view. Can we swing over there? Every ghost is born knowing that we have to find our guardian. We don't know what they look like. Not on the outside, anyway. On the inside, I'd always known who you were, and that together, we could be something more. When you think about everything we've seen, everything we've done, I feel like I made the right choice. We should let Shiro know how it went out here. Let him admire his handiwork. And thanks, you know, for being my guardian.
That is a work of art. It makes sense though, right? The Cosmodrome was built by the same people that made this gun. They built it to last. And now so have we. Take care of her, Guardian. And she'll take care of you.
From the day your ghost woke you, your light has been our beacon. You defended this city from the worst the darkness sent against us. Atheon, Crota, Oryx, Axis. When you are called on, you will do it again. The city's children tell your story to each other. Pretending to be guardians, they grow braver and more powerful with each retelling. They are no longer afraid. You have shown them, and you have shown me, what it is to hope. You have led us to a new age, Guardian. An age of triumph and remembrance. Today and tomorrow and every day, you fight for us. You fight for the traveler. You fight for those who fled here from 1,000 nations looking for refuge. We thank you, Guardian, and we will never forget.